to the Thrift Store Rundown's Odyssey to the Oscars, where we bring the Academy Awards home on a budget. If you're like me, shopping at the thrift store is a game of skill, luck, and patience. Not one of those factors work the way they're supposed to all the time, and not all of them work in tandem with one another all the time. But sometimes you get a break, and they do. And that was exactly the case with this next item, purchased for $7.99 and for 50% off. Now showing unforgettable moments from the movies. How could we not include this? This was authored by New York Times bestselling author Joe Garner, a pioneer in the multimedia book concept. I say multimedia because this, like so many of Joe Garner's multimedia books, comes with a companion DVD. This one is hosted by two-time Oscar winner Dustin Hoffman. Oscar winner for Kramer vs. Kramer and Rain Man. Two films you won't find on this list, which contains 25 films, and each one of them a sidebar with additional unforgettable movie moments behind the scenes and in front of the camera. Retail price, $29.95 US and $45 in Canada. This is the companion DVD from Andrews McMeel Publishing, which also published this book, hosted by Dustin Hoffman. Of the 25 films featured in here, we're going to highlight 3 of them. And all 3 of them are from the King, Steven Spielberg. Jaws from 1975. Joe Garner does an expert job at summarizing each film and offering his thoughts on each of them. And say what you will about Dustin Hoffman, but he does exactly the same thing on the DVD, and he's just as good as Joe. Plus, he's funny too. Sidebar for this one, because Jaws is a sock-based film, unforgettable animal moments. Man against beast has been a popular theme throughout Hollywood's history. Here are some of the more memorable, terrifying moments. King Kong, 1933 and 1976, not the Peter Jackson version. This was published before that. The Bird from Alfred Hitchcock, Willard, 1971 and 2003, and Cujo, one of my mother's favorite pet-based horror films. Next up, we have the first Indiana Jones film. That's a collaboration from Spielberg and another film titan, George Lucas, Raiders of the Lost Ark. This book, by the way, is overflowing with plenty of motion picture photography and behind-the-scenes photography as well. And speaking of Indiana Jones, keep an eye out for the Indiana Jones bonus material disc, purchased for $2.69 in conjunction with a John Williams Steven Spielberg album. Their greatest hits collection, if you will. Coming up soon on Odyssey to the Oscars. Sidebar, unforgettable Harrison Ford moments. The Empire Strikes Back, Blade Runner, which we own, Witness, Mosquito Coast, and The Fugitive. I already own Blade Runner, but I would love to get The Fugitive next. And then finally, we have E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 5-time Oscar winner. And chief among those Oscars, John Williams' sweeping, majestic original score. Don't be ashamed to hum it or sing it out loud in the operatic style. It was meant to be that way, especially the bone-chilling ending. Bone-chilling, but in a really heartwarming, magical way. Then again, it's Steven Spielberg. He made the remake of West Side Story here in Patterson, so not surprising that we might hear from him again soon regarding his Best Director nomination and maybe Best Picture nomination for West Side Story, which itself is a Best Picture winner dating back to the 60s. Two-time Oscar winner Dustin Hoffman is one of cinema's most acclaimed leading actors. He earned 5 additional nominations for his roles in The Graduate, Midnight Cowboy, Lanny, Tootsie, and Wag the Dog. Hoffman's career on the stage earned him an Obie Award for Best Actor in the off-Broadway production The Journey of the Fifth Horse, and a Drama Desk Award for Best Actor for the role of Willie Loman in the 1984 revival of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. Filmed as a special presentation for television, it brought Hoffman an Emmy Award. Hoffman has also appeared in such notable films as Little Big Man, Straw Dogs, Papillion, All the President's Men, Marathon Man, Dick Tracy, Billy Bat Dick, and Hook, among many others. Now showing some of the most unforgettable moments in the history of movies. Hosted by two-time Oscar winner Dustin Hoffman, the DVD collection includes over 2 hours of magical scenes from 25 beloved films. I would love to hear him talk about The Graduate. I did take a peek at Dustin Hoffman's DVD. It plays well, it's a great companion piece, it has a sweeping musical score by Richard Kosinski, and all in all, I think it enhances the brilliance of this book, which I award 4.5 out of 5 claps to. Joe Garner is also the author of And the Crowd Goes Wild, and Stay Tuned, television's unforgettable moments, the latter of which we own in our library and is in need of a redo. It's one of our earliest reviews, so hopefully that will be redone soon. I'm sure you remember this quote from a certain day off that someone had. Life goes by pretty fast, and so too does the rotation of thrift store donations, especially at Unique Thrift Store. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. I was so glad I didn't miss this. Thanks for watching. Here's looking at you on the thrift side, kid.